Hello. I'm trying to get to my live stream. So, obviously, we didn't have an auction tonight. We went out to Pennsylvania to go back to school shopping. And we got back a lot later than we thought. So I thought we were going to be back only an hour later. I said, okay, we'll have the sale. It's too late, and we're going to do it tomorrow night. Okay? So mark your calendars. Tonight we're going to go over some of the true crime headlines. There's like a Lindsay Shiver 2.0. And there's also a new update on Lindsay. And then there's an horrific case. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. Let's get to... Here we go. Make sure I'm in the right live. There we go. Hi, everybody. Hi, Deborah and Margot and Al and Sherry. And everybody make sure you're in live chat, which I'm not. Kate O. And Julie W. And let's see. Margot, Julie, L. I think I'm missing some. I know Sharon's here. I know there's people. Sassy Darcy. So let's talk about this new... Hey, K-Rocks. People don't understand. You cannot kill someone today. Okay? I think you're going to get away with it. It's over. That is just over. With our technology, you're not going to get away with it. So just... I don't even know why people keep doing this. And then people that are supposed to be, you know, I don't know, smarter than that. Yeah, it's just crazy. But let's talk about this. This one here. This is out in California now. Lindsay Shiver, you know, is in Georgia. She tried to conspire to have her husband killed in the Bahamas, but this one just so crazy. Just wonder, like, what? How did you do that? Try to get her photo. She's posing in front of a Ferrari. And what the heck has happened to my feed here? Okay. Let me grab... Somehow my feed is all messed up here. My stuff that I have. Okay. Yep. Tatiana Remley. So here's a picture of Tatiana. This is not the picture in the front of the Ferrari, but I'll go get that one. She's behind bars after she allegedly tried to hire hitmen multiple times, okay? So I guess it was falling through, to kill her estranged husband. A statement from the San Diego County Sheriff's Department says that Tatiana Remley is charged with solicitation of murder and 2 weapons charges. According to the Sheriff's Department, The 42-year-old woman allegedly met up with an undercover officer last month and offered to hire him to kill her husband, Mark Remley. Remley is currently being held without bail at the Las Colinas detention facility in Santee, California. She has pled not guilty to all charges. The sheriff's department said it launched an investigation into Remley's alleged suspicious activity after a house fire at the ranch belonging to her and her husband in Del Mar, an unincorporated area of San Diego, north of the city. Hold on, I've got her other. This is from her Facebook page. Oops, it didn't go up there. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Her husband said that Remley, Tatiana, intentionally set fire to their home after he allegedly found out she was trying to kill him in early July. So the timeline is even around the same as Shiver, you know. In divorce papers she filed in July, Remley said she and a friend were present at the time of the fire, but she didn't know how it started. Remley's husband claimed she offered a mutual friend of theirs $2 million to kill him, but that friend declined and told him. Oh, that's kind of strange that you pick a mutual friend, right? Oh my goodness. Then, when that happened, a sting operation was launched. The sheriff's office said in their statement that they confirmed they called an arson unit to the scene of the fire, and that Tatiana was first arrested that day for alleged firearms-related offenses after officers found 3 firearms and ammunition on her. The next day, the sheriff's department opened an investigation into her alleged murder-for-hire plot, and after receiving information that she was attempting to hire someone to kill her estranged husband. A month later, the meeting with the undercover officer took place, and she provided detailed information on how she wanted her husband killed and how she wanted his body disposed. Remley bought 3 additional firearms and U.S. currency as a down payment for the murder. The meetup and ensuing arrest took place at a local Starbucks. And the Remleys have had a lot of high-profile business failures. In 2012, the Remleys ran a short-lived equestrian acrobatic show. The couple discontinued after 4 shows and more than $100,000 of investments. At the time, the Remleys claimed the show was canceled because of poor ticket sales. The couple's decision left dozens of performers unpaid and stranded along with their horses. Some of the crew said that they were upended, that they had upended their lives to travel across the country to join this production, which had originally been planned for a 5-city tour. The Remleys, who married in 2011, have had a tumultuous relationship in recent years involving numerous separations and reconciliations. So let me tell you, she's also wanting big money out of the man. I believe she wants $15,000 a month. Let me see here. Yes, that's what I believe she wants. Hang on. One little second. I've got to just put something in here. And then we'll go over what she wants, because she wants to live in the lifestyle she's been accustomed to, but that wasn't their only failed business. So it doesn't sound like they're very good at starting businesses. Their businesses have been like closing very, very soon after being started. Okay. Go over. All right. And I don't know why that just brought me to that. Want to go there. She came onto the law enforcement's radar when the sheriff's office made contact with her after responding to the house fire, which was July 2nd, okay? July 2nd of this year, 2023. Let me get where she's wanting her money. She wants $15,000 a month. Okay. All right, here we go. She filed for divorce in May. So she initiated and filed for divorce. She offered their mutual friend $2 million to kill her husband. He told Mark, then the sting operation went into effect. Okay, July 2nd, there's the house fire. And it was a $5 million home on Rancho Reposo in swanky Del Mar. And that was just days after she allegedly tried to solicit a hit on him. Tatiana has been struggling financially, according to her lawyer, after she was ordered to bring down her spending as part of their divorce settlement. And believe me, she doesn't like that. Okay. Hang on. My computer is locking up, so we have to wait a second. But and her hair color. There's pictures of her with jet black hair. But they had a cycling business. That was their other business. They had an unsuccessful indoor cycling studio called Rhythm and Power, and that horse acrobatics show that didn't work out well at all. And come on, move. After their most recent split, she asked the court to have her husband pay her an additional $15,000 a month in spousal support. Tatiana asked that she be given exclusive access to their home in Del Mar, 2 trucks, a horse trailer, and other various items and pets. Her attorney argued that she couldn't cope with her new, more frugal lifestyle, as the couple would regularly spend $30,000 in one night. She valued her husband as having more than $1 million worth of luxury vehicles, including 2 Rolls-Royce vehicles. She said he also has more than $8 million in assets. Hang on. He could sell to support her. In her filing, she made alarming claims of abuse, including one story about being held at gunpoint and another about being chased around the home with a knife. Tatiana has also accused him of being present while she was assaulted at gunpoint by a friend of his. This was their horse acrobatics show, where there's many people saying that they want their money back, and you heard about the disgruntled staff, right? The home's interior in that house fire was reduced to ash. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. In one of the divorce documents, Tatiana said she was present at the time the fire broke out, but she didn't know how it started. The couple previously made headlines when they opened their equestrian acrobatics show at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. That was in 2012. The show abruptly closed. Business went under, sparking lawsuits from vendors. In 2015, the pair opened a cycling studio called Rhythm and Power that closed the next year for undisclosed reasons. I'm surprised with the cycling studio. Like, what was up with that? Because that should have I don't know. Done okay, right? Okay, so let me get rid of this. She has no income and does not have the same access to funds and assets that her husband has. And so hiring that hitman was going to put a remedy to that. She has Mark, her husband that she was trying to have killed. She has his name tattooed on her stomach. Yeah. Her bail was denied on August 4th. Her next date in court is October 16th. And just craziness there. So now we've got somebody else to follow besides Lindsay. And speaking of Lindsay, Lindsay has some new stuff going on. Okay, so we're going to show you that. But there was police cam and incidents reports from April that show her in a Lululemon shirt and yoga pants and saying that 3 people in the car, one of whom is her mother-in-law, all have mental issues. Meanwhile, her mother-in-law is saying that she is allegedly on drugs, and they're looking to see if they can get a hair sample to prove this. So we're going to talk about that in 1 second. I just have to get these windows to shut down and my other windows to open. But I just don't understand how they haven't understood, like, you can't, you're not going to get away with this. There's too much technology. This is crazy. Sorry, I'm trying to get back here to the chat. Okay. Hi, Annie B. Hello there, Teresa W. Good to see you. Okay. Let's put this here. All right. Now, let's go get our updates on Miss Lindsay Shiver. Okay, let me get a different graphic up here because we've got Lindsay now. Lindsay is turning into really be a very unlikable person because it's apparent that she's lying about so many different things, and it appears that her own mother is siding with her mother-in-law against her. So there were repeated issues, and Lindsay called 911 and her husband called 911 to complain about each other in the months before she was arrested for the alleged conspiracy to have her husband killed. And on one of these occasions, Robert, 38, warned law enforcement in Thomasville, Georgia, that Lindsay was tailgating his parents and could have a gun. He also claimed that her family agreed with him that the super unstable mom needed to be institutionalized because her mental health was spiraling out of control. When Lindsay called the 911, she argued that Her husband was blocking access to their 3 boys. She complained that Robert, who was her college sweetheart and husband of 13 years, was super aggressive and had pushed her. And now Robert's mother, Robin, she's 63. And this is a little weird because she's 63 and Robert, if I'm not mistaken, is 38. Would that make her having Robert at 15? Okay. So I'm wondering, but I guess Robin alleges that Lindsay is on drugs and says that their marriage is a toxic environment. From February until April, when Robert filed for divorce, the couple called 911 on each other as many as 5 times. Robert placed the first call to the Thomasville Police Department on February 20th, and he asked the police to accompany him to the $2.5 million marital home to pick up his belongings. I'm just trying to go to my house, and if I need to pack my stuff and leave, I can pack my stuff and leave. My kids are there, and I don't want it to be presented as she goes and screams bloody murder, calls the police over nothing to try to have me carried off in a police car. On April 12th, Robert called again, this time telling a puzzled dispatcher about a mysterious USB thumb drive that he received in the mail. And he said it didn't have a return to sender address or anything. And so I plugged the thumb drive in, and it had all these pictures of my wife on it from about 2 weeks ago when we were out of the country. And the same thumb drive was delivered to my parents' house about a mile away in an unmarked envelope. And it looks like, glancing through, it was almost like a private investigator. Almost like one. Robert asked if the police could lay on extra patrols around their neighborhood in case that culprit was still lurking about. I don't know if we have like a potential stalker or some lunatic that's in town that has been following my wife around. After filing for divorce, Robert called the Thomasville Police Department again on April 30th to say his wife had gone off the rails and was tailgating his mother's car to try to get the children. She threatened myself and my mother to bring the kids back, and her mom is saying to take her to the ER or check her into some mental institution because they think she's having some kind of midlife crisis, mental breakdown. It's super unstable, and she just followed my parents when they left the house trying to find the kids. Okay, let me get a picture of Robert's mother. Come on. Go on over there. Why is it not going over there? Okay, hold on. She's going to have to catch up. Or maybe not. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't want to leave the site. No, just cancel that out, please. Hold on a second, guys. Cancel. She does seem a bit unstable. That's my opinion. Okay. Hang on, I'm just trying to get the other picture I want to show up there from the body cam. Oh my goodness. It's taking forever and a day. Sorry, I would have restarted my computer if I had more time, but I was so late already. Let me just try to get rid of something over here. Maybe we'll see if it'll speed it up a little bit. I can shut that too. Come on. Okay. I'm trying to shut down some stuff here just to see if I can spur this into very sorry. Okay. I think I have to get some more memory for the computer. It has a lot, but I'm going to get some more. Hopefully that'll solve the issue, but right now it's just going to give me a problem. I'm not going to touch anything because it just, the more I get impatient with it and try to do something, the more that it locks up. Okay. I don't know what's up with that. It looks like it just shut down. So I'm just going to completely shut it down and open up the Chrome again, and we'll see if it works. Oh, my head. Okay, I'm not even going to go. Okay. Now we'll see how we can do this. I think this will be much, much, much better. Okay. Okay, here's what we want. This is Robert's mom from the police cam. Get over there, please. And she's talking to them. Oh my gosh, would you stop this? She's seen giving the sheriff's deputies her side of the story, telling them that, hey, you know, we wish we could get a hair sample. She may be on drugs, etc., etc. Sorry, okay. Oh, hold on, you guys. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. So this is where were we now? Now we got the thumb drive. He's not saying about, at least he didn't say it there. Could have been to protect his wife about those photos, but we know that allegedly there are videos from this security cam of her in really compromising positions with her boyfriend, bartender, down there, right? Now, some of these incident reports, they started in February 20th, initiated by Robert, and he says having issues with his wife, and he was going to go to the house and pick up his belongings. But we know that in July he was there still at the house and going to the Bahamas with his boys. That's where we saw that other police cam video we watched. Then April 12th, and remember he filed for divorce in April, he called and said that they were in the Bahamas. He wants officers to patrol around the residence a few times throughout the night because they got an envelope dropped off to his parents containing the same flash drive that was given, that was dropped off there. When he plugged it in, there were pictures of his wife from the Bahamas trip. Today, an envelope with no return address was mailed to his office, and he and his wife were out of the country a few weeks ago for spring break. Let's see. And then April 30th, he said that's when the wife was tailgating the parents, and he said she could have something inside the car, a gun, whatever, So we know that on July 16th, there was another call. That's what we saw. We watched the police cam video of that. And that was about, him not allowing her to go on the jet to the Bahamas. And she was going off on another trip. Why is, she changing this now? And so all of that. Now, the boyfriend declared his love for Lindsay and said her marriage was on the rocks long before he came on the scene. And he said, and I quote, "None of us have anything to hide. People are taking everything at face value and defaming us." So, looks like they had lots of issues before, and I think that's what an officer was saying in that other police cam photo that she was alluding to, other calls. Right now I've got to just get back to YouTube so I can get into the live chat, and so I shut everything down, and I'm just going to keep. Let me go, and we're going to talk about the next case, which is really horrific. And hey, thank you, K-Rox. Appreciate that. Okay. Pull this over. This next story comes out of Brazil. And like I said, it's horrific. Think, Joe Guy Jr. It's just horrible. Okay. All right. So, I'll put this up there. So, a mother in Brazil is accused of killing her daughter and then searching online for how to dismember her body. She did that search before she fatally stabbed her. The little girl, Alani Silva, was 9 years old. She's 30, name's Ruth Floriano. And the Sao Paulo police said parts of the child's body were hidden inside a refrigerator in the mother's Sao Paulo home, discovered by her current boyfriend's mother. So think about that. Wow. When she was questioned, Floriano initially denied involvement and allegedly claimed that she met a man on a dating app who came to her home about a month prior, and said that after taking drugs with this man, she woke up and found her daughter dead. When she was brought to the police station for a more formal interview, Floriano reportedly changed her story and said that while high on drugs, she decided to kill her child at some point between August 8th and 9th. And it happened because the little girl refused to be separated from her father, who has not yet been identified. She admitted that she started stabbing little Alani in the chest while the child brushed her teeth. And after she killed her, she searched online for instructions on how to dismember the body. She then dismembered her, cooked some of her remains, and placed the rest of the remains in the refrigerator and down a sewer. Investigators added that body parts were found in the refrigerator at a new home that Floriano had recently moved into. She's accused of carrying the remains wrapped up in a sheet and ribbons while moving her belongings and her other children to the new home. According to Floriano's sister, Aileen Floriano, she stabbed her former boyfriend around 3 months ago, although he consistently cared for Alani. He had a love for Alani. It was something inexplicable. You saw pictures of them together, and they were like father and daughter. There's no way, Aileen Floriano said. She said it was, from what I hear, it was to hurt, and she did. She was arrested on murder charges. Her other 2 children were taken into child protective custody. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let me see something now. I want to go to see if there's anything. Yeah, horrible. Okay. So, yeah. else we have here? She was arrested Saturday in the southeastern city of Sao Paulo. Let's see. I wanted to see if it told us how old her other children were, but can't find that. Jimmy Buffett died, right? You guys know that? Uh-oh. Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, let me go back to where we were and see what else there is. Let me see here. Let me turn this up. Okay, let's take a look at this. A man accused of speeding through South Los Angeles and killing 3 women in a horrific car wreck was a known gang member on probation at the time. Gregory Black, 31, faces 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter in connection with the deaths of the women, 2 of whom were sisters. Unbelievable. Somebody lost 2 daughters in one. Crazy. Authorities allege that shortly before 5:30 a.m., Saturday, Black ran a red light and plowed his Mercedes-Benz into a Honda sedan at Vermont Avenue and Century Boulevard. Investigators say Black had reached speeds topping 100 miles per hour, which created so much force that the Honda spun 5 times and was left mangled and wrecked, and it looked like a bomb went off, according to the Los Angeles police detective Ryan Moreno. Speed is just killing people in this city. It's out of control. The amount of speed, the amount of collisions that we are having happen on a day-to-day basis because of speed. I don't know. Something has to be done, Moreno told reporters. Black is a well-known gang member and is presently serving a 5-year probation for attempted murder, Moreno said at the press conference. His criminal history involves 11 felony bookings and 3 convictions. A loaded gun was discovered inside his vehicle. The Honda was being operated by an Uber driver. The 3 women who died were in the rear passenger seat. They're identified as 27-year-old Kimberly Izquierdo, her sister, 23-year-old Veronica Amenzola, and their childhood friend, 23-year-old Juvelin Arroyo. Wow. The Uber driver, a 38-year-old woman whose identity was not released, was hospitalized with massive head trauma and fractures to the neck and ribs. A fourth passenger suffered contusions to his left leg and injuries to his arms and chest. Black also was hospitalized. In addition to the manslaughter charges, he faces special allegations of 2 or more prior felony convictions and aggravated circumstances of great bodily injury. He pled not guilty. He's going to prison, Moreno said of Black. It doesn't bring the victims back. Those families right now are all suffering. One of the families, they're preparing for 2 funerals for both their daughters. GoFundMe accounts are raising money to help pay for funeral and memorial expenses for the sisters and Arroyo. Horrible. Hold on a minute. I have to... 1 second. I'm back. Okay. That's horrible. Okay, where did we get... Okay, so let me go to the next. Let's see what we've got over here now next. Oh, wow. Here's something. A 4-year-old Texas girl's drowning possibly played a role in Monday's apparent murder-suicide that claimed the lives of her parents and 2 brothers. Farman and Layla Shawani and their sons, Mateen Shawani and Shaheen Shawani, 12, 2 years old and 12, were found dead at their Allen home after a family member who lived there called the police because they were locked out for 2 hours and nobody answered the door. Police said their deaths were the cause of a shooting. Now, 3 weeks earlier, their 4-year-old daughter, Lian Shawani, drowned in a pool. The girl's death was a role in Monday's shooting, and it's unclear who pulled the trigger. The shooting remains under investigation. So they lost their 4-year-old daughter, and then everyone is gone now. Wow. Okay. Florida high school student who stabbed Two of his classmates this week idolized serial killers and terrorists and was fixated on school shooters. At around 11:20 a.m. on Thursday, an unidentified 14-year-old stabbed one victim in the neck and another in the chest and abdomen at the concourse area of Countryside High School in Clearwater near Tampa. A school resource officer chased the suspect before stopping him at gunpoint and arresting him. It was anybody and everybody, as I said. Homicidal, pick them at random. Had we not intervened, he would have stabbed more people, Clearwater Police Chief Eric Gandy told reporters at a press conference on Friday. Medics rushed both victims, aged 14 and 16, to area hospitals. The 14-year-old who was stabbed in the neck has since been released, while the 16-year-old underwent surgery and was in the ICU. Gandy alleged that the suspect idolized serial killers and domestic terrorists and that he hated humanity. The teen also allegedly had handwritten a manifesto and expressed fixations with school shooters. The suspect enrolled at Countryside in January and had moved around previously, but officials say he has no known disciplinary history. He faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. Investigators are contacting other school districts where the teen was enrolled to assess whether any warning signs might have been missed. The stabbing prompted a 2-hour lockdown. One mom of a student at Countryside said that her son should not have to worry about being murdered at school. He's scared, and you know he shouldn't be. The unidentified woman told the television station he should be able to go to school and not worry about these things, but I guess this is the day and age that we live in. It's terrifying. Now, they say he was, I think he faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. Wouldn't it be attempted? I don't think that's correct. Let me just check that here. The victims went to school yesterday to learn, to be with friends, but they were violently and suddenly attacked by this individual. He was homicidal and intent on killing people. We know this because of a manifesto we have in our possession, in the suspect's own words. This is the real deal. This person had homicidal intentions that day. Of attempted, yeah. They forgot it. Attempted first-degree murder, of course, yeah. Isn't it weird when, news sources can't even proofread something? It's kind of scary. Okay. All right. Go here for a second. And all right, let's see if we have anything else you want to go over. Let's see. Okay, I can't, let's see. All right. Let me go back to Wow, somebody shot mother and her. What is going on? Police in Georgia are looking for two men that they say shot a young mother and her 16-year-old brother, leaving their bodies on the side of an interstate highway in Gwinnett County. Maria Rosaria Montes Durantes and Juan Angel Montes were found dead last Sunday beside Interstate 85. The Gwinnett County Police say they have charged Manuel Lorenzo Sanchez, 41, and Ricardo Lorenzo Montes, 24, in connection with their deaths. Sanchez faces 2 counts of felony murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Montes has been charged with tampering with evidence. Sanchez was a friend of the family, and Rosario trusted him. Police say he shot Rosaria and her brother on the side of the road sometime between 3:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. Passerbys found the bodies in the grass. Police say both Sanchez and Montes have been living near the Georgia-Alabama state line, but could be anywhere at this point. A friend spoke out on a condition of anonymity for safety concerns and said that Rosaria moved to Griffin, south of Atlanta, 4 years ago to provide a better life for her 3 children, 2 of whom still live in Mexico with her mother. She was the only one that was supporting the kids in Mexico. She was the one who was sending money. Tragically, friends say 2 other siblings had been murdered in Mexico. So this is crazy because... Okay, no, I see that. So these were siblings, 23-year-old and her 16-year-old brother, and then 2 of their siblings were killed in Mexico. So that mother has lost 4 children. And now there's nobody supporting this woman's children in Mexico. Wow, this is crazy. Crazy. And this is a crazy story. This guy robbed a bank with his vest on last month, wearing fake dreadlocks. He didn't think his disguise all the way through because police quickly identified him based on similar clothing he wore in a previous visit. So he got away with it last month. And then on August 15th at 1:45 p.m., he enters PNC Bank in the Chicago suburb of Elgin. Hey, that's where my car is from. Elgin. Wearing a dark shirt, a bright construction vest, and a dark baseball hat that sat on top of dreadlocks. The man handed the teller a note that read something along the lines of, "Give me all the money, I have a gun, or I'll kill you." He allegedly added at one point, "Hurry up. Give me all the hundreds you have." In response, the teller provided the man with about $6,000 in 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s. The man, who was also wearing sunglasses and a black surgical mask, ran out the front door. After police arrived, a second teller reported that about 2 hours before the robbery, a man who was also wearing a bright construction vest had entered the building demanding change. Investigators pulled the security camera footage, which revealed a similarly built man without dreadlocks, sunglasses, or a mask, but he was wearing a dark shirt, dark baseball cap, and, just as the second teller recalled, a bright construction vest. Police reviewed images of area residents with active arrest warrants and came upon a photograph of 30-year-old Devontae Eaton, who appeared to match the man recorded by the bank's security cameras. On Tuesday, federal agents executed a search warrant at Eaton's apartment where they found a dreadlock wig in addition to a shirt, hat, shoes, and pants that appeared similar to what the robbery suspect wore. When asked about the vest, Eaton allegedly told police he borrowed it from a friend and no longer had it. But Eaton did admit to the robbery, according to prosecutors. Initially, Eaton denied that he was the robbery suspect in the PNC bank photo, but subsequently Eaton admitted he was the subject in the robbery photo. Investigators found a piece of paper on Eaton's bedroom TV that contained an apparent handwritten accounting of cash totaling $5,860. A handgun with a high-capacity magazine was also found at Eaton's residence. He's been charged in federal court with bank robbery, according to the Elgin Police Department, and remains in custody and scheduled to return to court on September 6th. So there he is in that picture, and this was the other picture they had of him. That's pretty brazen to go back to the same bank. Why would you wear the vest? I mean, come on. That's so crazy. That's crazy. That's like, what was that movie? This guy was robbing banks and robbing banks. And just one more. Just one more. Okay. So. All right. The zip tie killer. The former boyfriend of a Florida mother found dead with a zip tie around her neck on July 17th was arrested on Thursday in connection with her death. Sanford police arrested Joel Bauza, 50, for the murder of Josie Cartagena Clemente, 49. She was found strangled to death in her Sanford home on Salt Marsh Loop. Her employer, JetBlue, called 911 when she did not log in for work that day, stating that it was highly unusual for her to miss work and not contact them. On July 17th at 2:10 p.m., Sanford police received a 911 call reporting that the caller found Josie Cartagena deceased at her home located at the 3000 block of Salt Marsh Loop. Sanford Fire and Rescue advised upon their arrival they found Josie inside her home with a large zip tie around her neck. Her boyfriend Bauza made efforts during the initial investigation to push the case towards a suicide investigation. Cartagena previously worked in the Seminole County Public Schools as a secretary at Spring Lake Elementary in Altamonte Springs. She also worked as a clerk at Lawton Elementary School in Oviedo. Cartagena's son, Stephen Rivera Cartagena, said that his mother was a personal best friend. My mom was the world to me. That's all I knew, and that's all I wanted to know. Losing her, it's just kind of made me feel like I was an orphan in a way. I was like, what do I do? The boyfriend remains behind bars without bail, facing first-degree murder charge. And he was had cleaned up the crime scene and was saying that it was a suicide. So let me go here. Let's see what it says here. All right, so this is from the Sanford Police Department that I'm going to read to you now. It says on July 17th, 2023 at 2:10, Sanford Police, they pronounced her dead. During the investigation and with the assistance of the Lake County Medical Examiner's Office, the autopsy determined that Josie's cause of death was manual strangulation, with the manner being ruled homicide. Based on evidence obtained during the investigation, it was determined that Josie's live-in boyfriend, Joel Bauza, date of birth 3/4/73, is responsible for Josie's death. On August 31st, 2023, Sanford Police Department's Neighborhood Response Unit located and arrested Bauza without incident. He is charged with 1 count of first-degree homicide. Regarding the arrest, Chief Cecil Smith said, Bauza made efforts during the initial investigation to push the case towards a suicide investigation. Through the great work of the Lake County Medical Examiner's Office and our major crimes investigators, it was clear that Josie didn't take her own life. She was a radiant woman who made a positive impact on so many lives in this community. We are saddened that Bauza's actions took her from loved ones so prematurely. We hope he will now receive the justice he deserves. Okay, and then okay, so let's see. Maybe I'll put this over here. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What's going on in the chat? White Angel says, I watched a short yesterday. Went into a nail salon, instructed everyone given their money. Everyone ignored him and no one complied. Wow. Hi, Kevin. Okay. So, I think let's see what else we have here. Who's this one? Oh, we've already done that. All right, I want to just look at. Let me see here. Okay, so they say that there's a Johnny Depp gangster film on Netflix that deserves more attention. I don't know about it. Let's see. Anybody see it? Johnny Depp gangster film? I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Here we have another one. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. This is from my area. Whoa. An evil Hudson Valley woman was arrested for allegedly trying to hire a hitman to kill her brother-in-law, and her furious family says they have zero compassion for the heifer. Oh my gosh, they called her a heifer. And that's a quote. That sounds like Janae talking, doesn't it? It's one of Janae's favorite words, heifer. Okay. Wow. Let's take a look at this. So this is the trifecta of women trying to hire hitmen, right? Now, where did my thing just go? Here it is. The alleged plot unfolded after months of bickering. Reshma Massaron, a 39-year-old bank manager, was charged in the failed murder-for-hire plot in Manhattan federal court. The victim also told law enforcement officials that he and Massaron had an ongoing civil litigation matter pending in New York. The alleged plot unfolded after months of bickering between Massaron and her family, who believe she tried to exploit a dying relative by taking out an insurance policy on her. Again, this is a quote from the family. This cold-hearted animal attempted to exploit my dying sister. So this is her karma that came back full circle, one relative wrote on Facebook. One of Reshma's relatives called her a cold-hearted animal on Facebook and said this is her karma that came back full circle. One relative wrote on Facebook, U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, the plot was set in motion in July when Massaron reached... Hold on 1 second. When Massaron filed against her brother-in-law... Wait 1 second. Something just jumped on me and now I'm off this thing. Okay, hold on. No. One of her relatives called her the cold-hearted animal, and another one said this woman is evil. She has been torturing and tormenting people for a very long time. The litigation may have been connected to a restraining order that Massaron filed against her brother-in-law, which a judge dismissed. Family members would not elaborate on it. She wasn't satisfied. She didn't get her way, so she wanted to murder him, another family member said. I think her next step was to get him assassinated or murdered because she was stuck with these attorney's fees and all that. I think in her mind it was to get rid of the problem and then go to litigation. Massaron, who works at the Mid-Hudson Valley Federal Credit Union, is no stranger to the courts. Oh gosh, that's crazy. The plot was set in motion in July when Massaron reached out to an unnamed friend and offered him $10,000 to kill her brother-in-law while he was on a family trip to their native Guyana. Prosecutors say U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. She has sued 2 banks over the past 2 years, claiming they racially discriminated against her while she worked there, although both of these cases have been tossed out by judges. A judge ordered Massaron to be held without bail based on a danger to the community during a hearing in Manhattan federal court. The Mid-Hudson Valley Credit Union said that she has been placed on administrative leave. Massaron's attorney did not immediately respond to requests for comments. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Okay, hang on now. Hang on. I'm still here, just in the background, just moving some things around. That's not me, that's the ice maker. Okay. It sounded funny because I'm like moving things around and then bang. All right, let me check out one more thing. Okay. Uh-oh. A rainstorm has forced the closure of roads and an airport in the Nevada desert as organizers at a Burning Man order 73,000 participants to shelter in place and conserve their food and water. Wow. Federal officials shut down the Burning Man festival in Nevada desert Saturday after torrential rains turned the site of the annual arts and music event into a treacherous, muddy pit, and organizers told the more than 73,000 participants to shelter in place. Those heading to the festival this weekend were told to turn around and head home. Rain over the last 24 hours has created a situation that required a full stop of vehicle movement on the playa. More rain is expected over the next few days. Really, in the desert, huh? That's crazy. Looks more like Woodstock, right? With the mud. Wow, a Saudi Arabia retired teacher has been sentenced to death for her Twitter posts. Outrage is building after it emerged that a retired teacher from Saudi Arabia will be put to death over a series of tweets that criticized the government's human rights record. On July 10th, Saudi Arabia's specialized criminal court convicted Mohammed al-Ghamdi, 54, of several criminal offenses using his tweets, retweets, and YouTube activity as the evidence against him, according to Human Rights Watch. The tweets in question allegedly related to criticisms of the Saudi royal family and a push to release political prisoner Salman al-Awada. The organization has slammed the decision and hit out an ultra-conservative nation's crackdown on freedom of expression and peaceful political dissent. Okay. Saudi authorities have escalated their campaign against all dissent to mind-boggling levels and should reject this travesty of justice. The organization claimed Mr. al-Ghamdi was first arrested June 11, 2022, and was held in solitary confinement for months with no opportunity to communicate with his family, a lawyer, or the outside world. His brother is a high-profile Islamic scholar and vocal critic of the Saudi regime, which is based in the UK, and he claims his siblings' arrest and sentence was an attempt by authorities to exact revenge on him. Posting on Twitter last month, he said his brother had been sentenced following 5 tweets criticizing corruption and human rights violations, and that the false ruling aims to spite me personally after failed attempts by the investigations to return me to the country. That's crazy. Saudi Arabia has already executed at least 92 people this year, and in 2022 it carried out 148 executions, more than double the prior year's grim tally. In March of last year, Saudi Arabia made global headlines after announcing 81 men had been executed in a single day. Crazy. Oh no, a freak accident. Oh my gosh, listen to this. Remember when we talked about that YouTuber that hit her head on a fan? Every time I hear a ceiling fan over someone's bed, I like be so careful. Here's another freak accident. Trying to get a picture of her. Hang on one second. Okay, mother of 4. A mom of 4 died after falling on a treadmill during a routine visit to LA Fitness Gym in Kent, Washington. Delry Rosario, 36, was working out with her sister, Marissa Woods, something they did nearly every day, when she fell on the treadmill last Friday and hit her head. She tried to slow the machine down. I thought maybe she just missed a step. She just collapsed and hit her head on the machine. I was screaming, anybody, just please help. Anybody know how to do CPR? She said that while people stopped their workouts to rush in and come to her sister's aid, not one worker helped when she fell. I think they were in shock. Rosario never regained consciousness after falling, and she later died at a local hospital. An organ donor, Rosario would go on to save 5 lives, according to her sister. 5 people, literally, like right now, she's saving lives. How big can your heart be to still be saving lives? Just think, somebody's walking around with her big heart. They don't even know what heart they're about to get. Rosario worked 2 jobs to provide for her children, Delino, Ricky, and Delea. She was a mother first, always. Everything she did was for her kids. She worked so hard for those kids, said Woods about her sister, who called herself the Mama, on her Facebook page. Her co-workers set up a GoFundMe to help provide for her children, calling Rosario an angel walking among us here on earth. Woods called her sister's fall and death a bizarre accident, and while deaths from treadmills are rare, injuries aren't. Anytime you go to a gym, make sure that you have someone else with you, or you tell someone where you're going, said a trainer. This doesn't only happen with treadmills, but all forms of exercise, and often there's no one around to help. Okay. Oh boy. Well, isn't there's a show, isn't it? Like Freak Ways to Die or something like that? Forget what it's called. I know there's a show. Yeah, but it would stop as she fell. It wasn't that I don't think it would had to do with that it was not stopped. It was the blow she got to the head. Maybe she hit, you know what they say about the temple, Barb, right? If you get hit the temple, I was always scared is that how could that just, yeah, right? Maybe she just hit her temple on, I don't know. It wasn't, yeah, I don't know, just crazy. Well, in July, here's another freak accident in the gym. A trainer, Justin Vicky in Bali, died when a barbell fell on his neck during a workout that included squat presses. Popular fitness influencer has died after breaking his neck during a July 15th visit to the gym. Justin Vicky, 33, was training at the Paradise Bali gym in Indonesia when a barbell weighing more than 450 pounds fell on his neck. Under the supervision of a spotter, Vicky was doing squat presses, holding the barbell behind his neck and squatting. Yeah. When the bar reportedly fell forward onto his neck. Ooh. Yikes. The barbell caused a broken neck. Oh my gosh, I've never even thought of that. Oh my gosh. Ugh, now the next time if I go to one of those, that's all I'll be thinking of. The barbell caused a broken neck and critical compression of vital nerves connecting to his heart and lungs. He was rushed to the hospital where he underwent emergency surgery, but he died shortly afterwards. On July 5th, Vicky had posted an earlier video illustrating the squat, and he said it's one of the most dangerous exercises that, done properly, which it seldom is. A barbell squat need not be at all dangerous done properly. A barbell squat is capable of producing degrees of muscle mass increase that cannot be produced by any other exercise. It's dangerous as hell. A nutrition and weight loss coach, as well as a bodybuilder, Vicky had nearly 30,000 followers on Instagram, having soared to popularity with his photos and workout videos. The Paradise Bali paid tribute to Vicky in an Instagram post, calling him more than just a fitness expert. He was a beacon of inspiration, motivation, and unwavering support. His infectious energy and genuine passion for helping others transform their lives touched us deeply. Through countless workouts, words of encouragement, and compassionate guidance, he became an irreplaceable part of our fitness journeys and our gym family. Beyond the gym, Justin was a friend and a source of unwavering support. Wow. And there's a video here. He's got videos on his Instagram. Wow. Another freak accident at the gym. Yeah, poor guy. Unbelievable. Yeah. Very scary. All right. Let me get to this. So, buttons on a shirt. Let's see what else we can find out here. Okay, let's see here. Okay. All right, let me go to okay, let's see what we've got here. The real dead ringers. Wow, what is this about? In Dead Ringers, Rachel Weisz plays two brilliant but deranged twin sister gynecologists. Who knows that? Dead Ringers. I thought that was a different movie. I don't know what I'm thinking of. The real story on which the Amazon show is based may be even stranger. Cyril and Stuart Marcus, 45, whose decomposed bodies, one naked and one partially clothed, were discovered in their squalor-filled 10th floor Sutton Terrace apartment in July of 1975. Weiss's Dead Ringers, which flips the gender of the real-life protagonists and has one of the gyno twins with a fetish for female body parts and illegal human embryo experimentation, was adapted from David Cronenberg's 1988 film, also named Dead Ringers. That must be the one I'm thinking of, but I never saw that one. That one starred Jeremy Irons, who played both roles. Did anybody see that? I don't even know about this case, so this is a real case here with these two doctors, Cyril and Marcus Stewart, were brilliant doctors and identical twins whose lives inspired the movie Dead Ringers, with their status as fertility gods to families who had struggled to conceive in an era before IVF. Okay, they were dead about a week before their decomposing bodies were discovered by a handyman attracted to a terrible odor emanating from Cyril's locked apartment 10H in the red brick high-rise at 460 East 63rd Street and York Avenue, where Stewart sometimes stayed. Once inside, even the most jaded veteran NYPD homicide cop was shocked by the scene that greeted them. The twins' decomposing bodies, one in shorts, in a face-down position on the bed, and the other naked, but for only a pair of black socks lying face up. And around them was chaos and turmoil. An expensive armchair, likely a costly antique, was stained with human excrement, and the place was littered with half-eaten sandwiches, rotten TV dinner trays, grubby clothing, encrusted dinnerware, and also a small amount of cash, $22. But there was no sign of a break-in or any form of violence. The apartment door was locked from the inside. The bodies were wrongly identified because the twins looked so much alike. It would take many days before authorities and the press got it right and correctly identified the bodies of the Marcus twins. It was determined by authorities that Cyril, born within a few minutes of Stewart, had lived a few days longer than Stewart. Cyril had been spotted by the building's doorman leaving and returning to the apartment. He then joined his deceased sibling in death. What? The initial finding was that the death might have been caused by some drug or chemical. It was known that beginning in the 70s, if not before, both Cyril and Stewart were addicted users of Nembutal, the brand name for pentobarbital, a controlled substance that was known to cause paranoia, suicidal thoughts, and if combined with alcohol, could slow breathing and even lead to death. More than 24 tests were conducted by the New York Medical Examiner's Office, and nothing of a drug nature was ever discovered. No traces of narcotics or barbiturates, not even alcohol, in each brother's body. With no evidence to suggest suicide and no clues to indicate violence, everyone from the medical examiner's office to the boys in homicide were stymied. It was a true medical mystery. Wow. The Marcus twins were born June 2nd, 1930, raised in Bayonne, New Jersey, the sons of a physician. As kids, they liked to pretend they actually were doctors. After medical school, they both served their residency and internship at Mount Sinai, and they quickly rose in their profession, becoming clinical assistant professors of obstetrics and gynecology at Cornell University Medical College and assistant attending obstetricians and gynecologists at a New York hospital. In 1967, they edited the leading book in their field, Advances in Obstetrics and Gynecology. They researched and were published in numerous journals and were nationally known and respected. They were best known in Manhattan's upper echelons as the co-directors of New York Hospital Cornell Medical Center's infertility clinic in the 1960s. Their joint practice at the city's top infertility specialist was a bustling office. Let's see here. I don't remember this. I mean, I've heard the movie Dead Ringers, but I didn't even know it was about this. I don't know why. I've never saw it at all. Their patients were among the 1%, the Park Avenue wives of CEOs, famous actresses, political wives, and other professional women who had trouble conceiving. But when they did finally give birth, they considered the Marcus twins as fertility gods. The husband of one wife having difficulty getting pregnant told a reporter that Stuart Marcus had taken her through 2 tough pregnancies and declared, "We owe our children to Dr. Marcus." Others called them miracle workers. Grateful parents had even named their Marcus-induced sons after Cyril and Stuart. There were said to be hundreds, if not thousands, of little Cyrils and Stuarts from Brooklyn to Beverly Hills, thanks to these good doctors. The twin gynecologists looked so much alike, according to their patients, that some could not identify Cyril from Stuart or vice versa. Each had a distinctive personality, but no one could agree on who had which traits. And even in death, some saw and examined their bodies had difficulty telling them apart. One of their nurses said after their deaths that Cyril was frequently short-tempered while Stuart was easygoing, and that's the way she could tell them apart. By the 1970s, the Marcus twins had secretly gotten into heavily into drugs, amphetamines, barbiturates, and were considered often out of it, even while bringing babies into the world or performing other hospital and clinic duties. One time in the early 1970s, Cyril was found by his brother and the apartment building's handyman unconscious from an apparent overdose in Cyril's apartment. He had to be hospitalized, but soon was again treating patients. On March 6, 1974, 16 months before Dr. Cyril Marcus died, he attempted to perform a circumcision on an infant with only the handle of a surgical knife, without the blade. Wow. And that was according to testimony from an assisting nurse. And then a newspaper article says that the identical twin obstetricians who were found dead on July 17th in a bizarre mystery had been dismissed by the New York Hospital Cornell Medical Center the week before. It was revealed today. The center, breaking its month-long silence on the deaths of Dr. Cyril and Stuart Marcus, who were 45, said the brothers had been notified informally in May and formally by letter in June that they would not be reappointed on July 1st to their hospital posts because of their health and behavioral problems. They were offered a hearing on the decision by the medical board at the hospital on July 10th, but they did not appear. One or both may already have been dead by the time the medical board met. The medical examiner's report concluded that both died of acute withdrawal from barbiturate addiction and might have been dead as long as a week when their bodies were found. The nurse, and I'm going to quote her, the one about that circumcision, said, "I was very frightened for the baby. He could have cut off the whole penis for all I know. He started the procedure and he put a clamp on the penis and began to cut the foreskin with only the handle of the knife. I said, 'What are you doing?' And he turned and looked at me and said, 'I know I don't have the blade on.' And he put it on." She described him as acting erratically, sweating profusely, and his hands were shaking a little bit. I went to the head nurse and I told her the doctor looked ill. When the nurse asked Marcus if he felt all right, he got quite mad at me, she said, "Stop asking all these questions." All those questions. Soon other doctors arrived and oversaw the procedure safely. Wow. So I guess they were going through withdrawal or something, they're saying, and that's how they died. But There's an Amazon, I guess, a series on with this case, but instead of men, they've made them women. I don't know if it's a series or a movie. Let's see. Is it a movie or is it a series? I don't know. Does anybody know? Has anybody seen either of these, or maybe you're all there like yackling in the chat? I'm over here. Let me see what you're saying. Hi, Joyce Miller. You watched the film Dead Ringers. Oh, really? Murderer Crows? Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know why I thought it was like about sports or something. I'm thinking of something else. There was something about sports that was somewhat similar to, I don't know. It's morning in Europe. Huh, Jeanette? Yeah, you haven't heard of it? Okay, I thought some of you would. I thought some of you would. Let me see here. Prince Harry. Uh-oh. What's going on with Prince Harry? Oh, this is about their Netflix thingy. Huh. They say Jimmy Buffett died from skin cancer, someone said. Well, not someone said. I'm looking at a report here. He was diagnosed with skin cancer 4 years ago, TMZ reported. And it progressed into lymphoma. Oh, boy. Wow. So let's see this. Jimmy Buffett. It says Jimmy passed away peacefully on the night of September 1st, surrounded by his family, friends, music, and dogs. He lived his life like a song till the very last breath and will be missed beyond measure by so many. I don't know if this, like, when this was taken, but if it was, oh, that says 23 weeks. There you go. Huh. Margaritaville. Oh. Puppies. Look at the little fender. Huh. Okay, so I think now, let me get rid of some of these pictures here. There we go. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to do the word game because it's time to do the word game. Time to do the word game. Okay. Hi, Christiane. Oh, I wrote to you. I responded to your comment when I got home. Tomorrow's your birthday? Happy birthday. Wait, is it tomorrow? Tomorrow, like it's now, right now? Happy birthday. So many September birthdays. Happy birthday. I won't kill you by singing to you, but when some other people come on panel, they can. I don't know if Elle is still up. Hi, Paint It Black. You're on playback? No, you're here live, Paint It Black. We're live. Paint It Black, we're live. Soylent Green is people. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's like so stupid. Just in a weird mood. Okay, let me just see if we can get these last two words here before we go on to the daily puzzle. So don't worry about the dogs. They got some big bones and everybody's fighting over bones. Okay, don't worry about it. Everything is good. No. No, we can't do that. What is this? Where is Beth? Where is Beth? Oh, you'll be on the auction tomorrow? Oh, excellent. Excellent. No. What is it? Sears? Murder of Crows? Sears. Come on, kids. Put on your Sunday best. We're going to... No, I know. Okay. And then what's the other one? Well, it's got to be... Okay, it has to begin with an E or an A, right? Are you going to the flea market? Good for you. Video Reel, how are you? Have you been watching me? Watching you, watching me, watching you. Anyway, what do we have here for this last one? Murder of Crows. Do you know it? A. Oh, wait a minute. Eases? Aha, eases. Got it. All right, let's go do the daily. Time to do the daily. Well, we got the finger. Okay, go to the event. I don't remember where Jimmy got these huge bones. I'm trying to remember where we were. In one of the stores. Hi, Native Libra. How are you? Oh, this is a big one, a long one. Look, and they want us to do this big word over here. So let me, living. Are you serious? Oh, it is living. Okay, I don't know what I did there. Okay, so then we got over here. Let's try leg. Nope, we gotta go down. Let's try nil. Nope, we gotta go down one more. Let's try well, you got it. Now they want us to go over here, so let's try line. Oh my gosh, it was line. That was a lucky guess. Okay, so we go up here, maybe evil. Oh, that was down one more. All right, so then give, we got it. Now they want us to go over here where, let's see, leg. I don't know, I'm going to do something else right now. Let me see here. What did I say? Let's try that one. Oh, it is gel. I was going to do another one and it was gel. Isn't that crazy? And then we know where, oh, she wants us to go over here. So this would be, well, live is going to be down below. So if it's not give Glenn. What about Glenn? That's there. Okay. Let's see here. I'm not looking at you guys because I'm trying to do it on my own. Guys, you can't fight over those. You each have one. You can't have more than one. Let me try just to do this veil. What about veil? I just had to do that. So, given we have Jen, No. Hmm. And, let me try something else now. We did living. And, yeah. Okay, I'll look. Vigil. Okay, I looked at somebody. I don't know who it was. Vigil. I looked at one. I'm going to look at another one. Veiling. Okay, I don't know who that one was. Who know? Okay. Bird of Crows. Hi, Kelly B. That's not our. That's a different Kelly B, right? But it's Kelly B. Yeah. Okay, and then just need this one over here. What is this one? Who knows it? No. Geni? But that's not enough words, right? Genii? What? What is that? Thank you, Margot. I don't know what that is, though. I don't know what it is. Let's try this one. York. Peppermint patties, icy. Almost have icy hot, but there's no tea. Oh, cork. I think I'm going to have to take everybody's bones away. Guys. What is this one? Oh, choke? No. Chork? No. Oh, wait a minute. Choir. Can I do choir? Yeah. Right? Hold on a second. Sorry, I didn't realize I was still on mute. I'm sorry. Boy, okay, that was good. I was talking over here. All right, that was good. Let me see. Oh, Rue. Did we have a Rue? Yeah. And we could do. Bob. No. Cordon bleu? No. Let's see. I'm gonna look at you guys. So I got rubber. Didn't I put rubber? No, you can't do rubber because there's only one R. Uber? I don't know. We can see, but I don't think. Nope. I have blue and rule. Verbal? Verbal. Okay, thank you, Murder Crows. Bulb. Uh-oh. Yeah. Hi, Flo. Congratulations on the baby. Beautiful. Blubber. That reminds me of that Judy Blume book. I remember reading that like it was yesterday. All my Judy, I love Judy Blume. I try bluer. Oh, baby. Yes, bluer. Oh, how about ruler then? No, you can't. We only have one R. Ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Flow's in the chat. R-U-B-L-E. Blurred. Oh, you're welcome, Flo. Blurb. And I did lure. Let's see. Blur. Yeah. Blur. Perfect. Thank you, Adventures. Good Beth. Let's see. Oh, tuna. Tuna. Yes, tuna. Okay, and nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joys has nuts. Mounds don't. Let's see here. Meat. MEA. Oh, menu. Okay, and then after and would be amen. Amendment. What is this one? What did this one be? Team? No, we can't do that. We can't switch the E and the A. We can't do that. Tune? No, you can't change the, you got to use the M and the E. You can't separate the M and the E. They have to be used together just like that. M-E. Unmet. Yay! Thank you, Flo. Examine. Okay, who said that? I don't know. I'm just gonna put it down. Flow on the go. Okay. Uh-oh. I tried that and it doesn't work. I already have that. Misbehave. I misbehave. Oh, wait a minute. How about exam? That's it. Oh gosh, you and I both did. You, Sharon, and I did it at the same time, Beth. We all got that at the same time. Yell. Now. Lie. 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 Lyle. Did I do live? Okay, how about lively? Light and lively. How about no. Really? Okay. Oh, Ivy, yeah. I thought I did the evil name. I did omen. Okay, I'll try cone. Okay. Moment. Okay. Very good. And one more. Once I got that misbehave. Emote. Yeah, but no, there's only one E. Moment. Yes, murder crows. Neon once. So. The idea, I tried COTE, I tried COTE. It wouldn't let me do it. I did moat. I did moat. Watch Sharon. M-O-T-E. Moat. Doesn't work. Memo. What about memo? Another meeting that could have been a memo. Oh my goodness. Bell. Guys, come on. Able. Cable. Acne, Beth, and Kane, yeah. Oh, balance, I think. Balance. Yeah. I think I thought I did that. Done. That was a hard. It said hard, but it really wasn't that hard, right? We got it. We got it just fine. Her and 3. Guys, please. Oh my goodness. She wants to get his thing and she can't go over there and get his thing. You can't have that. I'm going to have to take them all away. I'm very angry. Take them all away. You'll have to get them back in the during the day. Lulu. Let me go take it. I have to go take everybody's stuff away. Hold on. Okay. I was going to try to show you my, oh, now they're going to start again. A minute. All right. I think I was going to show you my bath and body lotion that I got, but I can't. I have to start a new Zoom. And now they're going to go crazy because I just was, okay. Hold on a minute. I'm going to start a new Zoom. put your fixer up there, Sharon. Put your fixer up there. But I have to go because Lulu's going crazy, and she's not going to stop because Desi's teasing her and walking around in front of her with this bone. So I'm going to have to go and fix this. But thank you guys for watching. And Lulu, come on. Desi, stop. Not nice. Okay. But yeah, you got your fixer. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And we'll have the auction tomorrow night. Okay? All right. Love you guys. God bless. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.